Howdy folks, welcome back to SnowRunner with the Meteor map. Welcome at Meteor Base is the contract that I have. Activated. Took me a second to think of the right word. This is the very first contract you need to do in order to open up the rest of the contracts. Now, in the previous video, I found a task and I completed the task. That's separate from the contracts. This gives access to location. And it looks like you have to pull a truck or deliver a truck with its cargo somewhere. But it's locked until you do this, until you find the truck. So perhaps it'll be fueled up and ready to go, but it's way up there. So what I'm going to do is point the Apache across here. Let's make a couple marks. Across here, up this road, over here, and discover what I need to do for rolling rocks. Then I'm going to come back out this road and head that way. That seems to line up with the purification plant fairly well. The other thing I got going on is the M134 is still out here somewhere. I thought occasionally I would jump into that to maybe try and open up some of these other watchtowers. And then down here at the garage, I've got the Chevrolet Apache, which it doesn't seem to want to let me to jump into. Or not the Apache. Duh, what am I saying? I'm in the Apache. See, they're both Chevys. That's the problem. I've got... won't let me jump into it. That's something I experienced in the previous modded map, and now I'm experiencing it in this modded map. The only way to change into that vehicle is to either drive over to it and do the change truck, or go out to the main menu and come back. I'll just explain for now that I have a Max Mike's mod of a Chevy K1500 sitting here with an off-road radar trailer behind it. Since Amandra, when you had the prototype exploration unit, there has become an off-road version of that trailer. I don't even remember downloading it. It must have just come in an update with the off-road trailer pack that I have. I have an off-road trailer pack. I actually have a couple of them. One that works for normal trailers and one that works for scout trailers. So this probably came with the scout trailers, but I wouldn't swear to it. The game just updates my mods automatically. Okay. Let's get going. The Apache's sitting there running out of fuel. This truck I thought I would run north or east, or west rather, north or west, and open up all this black stuff with it. I thought about even running two of those. One running north, one running west. And over here just grab the watchtowers. But right now we're doing Apache. Okay, 5 minutes in, have yet to do anything. So just wanted to explain what I've done since we were here last. I was using that van besides the M134. Since I logged off, the van is still in the garage. I've not sold it. I've not gotten rid of it. I think it looks really cool, the artwork on it. I'm going to keep the van. Since logging off and back on, it did the same thing as the story of Dimka. Now I have a tools menu and I have unlimited cache. So that's where we're at with that. What a person could do is just, the first time they log in, log right back out again. And that tools menu and the unlimited cache would immediately show up. I didn't do that yesterday. I wanted to at least do the introduction the way the game gives it to you. I think this is a really cool design. The map design, the mud, the trees, the trails, the big water holes. It's really freaking awesome in my opinion. I would like something quicker here. I like using the Apache, but I wish it would move along like the M34 does. You get a lot more bang for your buck with the M134. It costs $54 to buy. And then the high suspension, the only thing you can modify, only costs, hiccuping, only costs $9. Let's see, $63. You can have a fully modified M134. $63. Deliver the planks to the farm. Okay, the farm is where you pick them up. Here is where you drop them off. And then you have to do 2 metal beams from the factory, okay? There's a factory up north. Now we know that. We know there's a factory up north, and we know there's a farm up north. Apparently you can get wooden planks from the farm. Or maybe there's a sawmill too. That's right next to it. Let's go back and accept this job. Always accept them as soon as you can. Now that's in my list, I can switch to it at any time without going back and accepting it. If I want to know if I'm any point on the map, okay, you could accept the job at the factory, you could accept the job at the farm, most likely as well. But you don't know where the factory and the farm are unless you've already accepted the job. Okay, let's continue north. This scenery looks so cool. Reminds me of being on Meteor. And it should. This map is based on Meteor. I liked playing the muddy woods region of Meteor. I don't remember offhand which regions there were. If I remember right, Meteor was the region and then there were different maps to it. But it's been a long time since I finished that. And I can't go check when I'm logged into this game. Well, my waypoint goes off that way, but the road goes off this way. So my waypoint and the road have a conflict. Do I just go boonie bashing? Let's try and move that flag if I can. Sometimes just clicking on the map will move it. It's not doing that this time. There we go. That goes straight toward that. But that looks like it's straight across country. I think. You know what I think? I bet you don't know what I think. Because my mind is so fucked up, it's how could anybody think what I think? But the marker's got to be giving you a clue. You know what? If I got to bust through trees if I go that way. I got to go over rocks if I go this way. But I think I'm going to try to get over here and then head straight up to this watchtower. I know I'm backtracking, but it's a few feet. Well, it's not a few feet. And I could just, right where I am, just go in a straight line to that tower. If it's nothing but trees blocking me, mow them down with the tree mod that I'm using. Trees, I always like to explain that because people ask. It's a mod called Trees Dawn, D-A-W-N. You can find it on snowrunner.mod.io. It's only for PC. And it's a manual installation. See that? Boom, knock it down. Knock it down. Knock it down. It's a manual installation, so you have to know how to use WinRAR. You have to know how to navigate to your initial.pack file within your SnowRunner game files. You have to know how to replace one file with the other using WinRAR. You need to make a backup before you do anything. A backup of the initial.pack. And if you do it all right, you can knock trees down like I do. If playing vanilla is your thing, if that's what you're into, God bless you. I'm thinking with my handicap that I need every advantage I can get. I'd love to play the game vanilla if the vanilla game now this DLC truck is vanilla, but you know, knocking trees down and using an M134 and having the max mic thing, all that is not. I would love to play the game vanilla if the vanilla game was a little more easier for me. I'm just speaking for me. When I first started playing SnowRunner on the Black River map in Michigan, I played the game vanilla for quite a long time. With the exception of the M134. The first day the game came out, they sent me to a mod menu that only had 5 things, and a couple of them were motorcycles, and a couple were just shit that I wouldn't mess with. The other was the M134, and I went, hell yeah. So day one, it wouldn't give me, even though I downloaded the M134 mod, it wouldn't give me access to it until I used the Chevy CK1500 that they give you in the tutorial, and I completed that tutorial section of the map. And even then I still didn't get the M134 until I did the requirements to open the garage. I had to find the GMC, use the GMC to fix the bridge, then I could go open the garage, and then I had access to the M134. And from that point, never looked back. Just use the M134. We gotta get out of this mud somehow, and I'm just sitting here rattling on about mods. The M134 wouldn't get stuck here, but that's beside the point. I don't know, maybe it would. Maybe this is the mud that's deep enough to get the M134 stuck. But we'll never know right now. We're using the Apache. So back to Black River. I had the Chevy, I had the M134, once I had the garage unlocked, and I had the GMC. I found, you know, obviously I discovered the, obviously I discovered the Fleet Star, and I went to Alaska with the M134. I did, I guess what I should say is, I did all my scouting. I started to do all my scouting with the M134, grabbing all the towers with the M134, all my scouting with the M134. I went to Alaska and found the the Royal BM-17 with the M134. I did everything with it. I dragged trucks out of the swamp with it. Across from the farm, there's that swamp that had a truck in the middle of it. I went and recovered that with the M134. I recovered the stuck trailers with the M134. I used the shit out of that thing. It was a long time before I had any other mod than the M134. It was God, it was like Smithville Dam or something before I discovered SnowRunner.mod.io and got a couple better trucks. I continued to use the vanilla trucks with the exception of the M134 all the way through Black River. On my first playthrough. Now you have to understand that my first playthrough got deleted when lightning caused a power surge and my computer shut off. When I rebooted, it started me over at rank 1 again with $5,000, where I was ranked 15 with oodles of cash. And I reached that rank 15 without any mods. When I had to restart the game, I know you're supposed to be able to back up off the cloud. That didn't work for whatever reason. So, long story short, when I had to restart the game and I wanted to rush through that shit I had already done, I grabbed whatever mod I could get my hands on to help me do that. Probably should have made it daytime. Made it daytime. We'll do that observation again. Oh, and just as I was gonna fire up this game, the public test server updated, so I can go play. It should have the Canadian map on the public test server, but I'm not sure because one news article I watched, a video, one YouTube, let's call it what it is, one dude making his YouTube video about regarding news for phase 2 and release 9.0 said that 9.0 was coming out on the public test server the 1st of October, and the public test server updated today. The other dude said that 9.0 was going straight into release because it was nothing but bug fixes, and 10.0 was going to be put on the test server with the Canadian map. So got two different stories, and I won't know which is right until I go look for myself. So now where are we going? We gotta take a snapshot of this. I know I'm fucking around more than I'm doing anything, but I don't care. I love this map. It's a new map that I just opened. And down there is a Tega 6436 with lumber on it, 2 lumber on it. Fuck me. What's over here? A Tuz 166. We can't change to that Tega just yet. But I am gonna make a detour. Damn straight I am gonna make a detour. What I should do is hop in the M134 and come out here and do Survivor and open up that watchtower. I think I'll do that quick. That won't take long at all. I just have to bend this line around. Or I could delete that line and start my own, but well, let's see. You know what? I can get out this way and go up that road. That road was originally obscured by the flag, and then I noticed it. I know, I could just delete that original line and start a new one specifically for this. But fuck, it's here. It's funny this thing doesn't have a normal off-road gearbox with the low plus and the low minus, but all it's got is a straight up low gear. I meant to keep it on the trail over here, but sometimes she gets a little wild. Let's go around the big mammoth hole. Maybe I should go. I'm gonna go play and I suppose I could have controlled my downhill speed, put some brake on. Yeehaw! Look at that shit. You can see why I like the M134. Obstacles? What obstacles? I don't see obstacles. I see fun shit to play with. You might say this makes the game too easy. I say it makes it fun as hell. To go zooming through shit like that and stuff. There's a trailer, which we don't have a hitch for. Here's a loading area. And here's the task. This is what this thing is good for. Watchtowers, Locating watchtowers, locating tasks. Repair the car. Okay, I'll need to bring up something specific for that. And then deliver the car back over there. Look at this. What a find. There is a beautiful Tuz 177 in the middle of the scrapyard. If you repair the car and bring it to me, I will pay you good money. Dang, man. We got to do that, but not right now. I could tow it, but I can't repair it with this vehicle. Now where are we going? Oh yeah, there's another vehicle over there. There's another watchtower over there. There's a vehicle there. I'm going to head for the watchtower. I'm going to get rid of this line. It no longer applies. I'm going to go like this. Get out of here. Without driving over any buildings or fences and shit. And head for that watchtower. That does have a cool camo pattern on it. But the Tuz in the last one, the story of Dimka, that takes the cake. That paint job on it, amazing. I wonder what this trailer, if it's just an empty sideboard or if it's got something in it. It doesn't even let me check it. So it's obviously part of a contract or task that we haven't discovered yet. This was the way that I had marked out. Okay. I gotta do some pictures here, man. I love sites like this. Look, another job in a loading area that you have to use a crane. Details first. Deliver something there. A special cargo. Recover the freight. And it's not telling us where to pick it up. There's a place to load stuff with a crane right there, but I doubt that's actually it. I'm gonna go back around the village this way. Whoops. I meant to grab that dot. Dang it, I gotta use the right mouse. Or left mouse. No, right mouse key. Not left mouse key. I'm gonna go back to there and then end up here. I could maybe go over the pile and crash through right there. There's some shit on the other side. Damaged pieces. I just end up getting... I could probably get across, but I just end up getting suspicious. So we'll do it this way. Now we were just back here. We accepted this job. Okay, there's the crane loading zone. That's crane only, so you would spawn your shit onto the dock, onto the loading platform, and then lift it off of the crane. And we just did this. It was showing up as a new job. No, I guess it's not. I guess they continue to show up even if you accept them. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Because I won't waste time dicking around with this the next time. Looking to see if there's a quicker way to get out of here, and I don't see anything that looks real promising other than smashing through the trees. Smashing crap down. Just smash and bash. I could have went out to the north there if I wanted to just smash and bash. What was that land? Nothing useful. I'm keeping an eye open. Things that might not be just scenery. Stuff that we can use for a job. Like it said, mine is going to load it with a crane. Well, if I can locate it with the M4, then I know where to go. But right now I'm headed for the watchtower. And then in the last 15 minutes or so, we'll see if we can get the Apache up to that first contract. Oh boy, a bridge that's out. And no job to fix it. I guess that means we'll have to go across this way. We just want to use the bridge. I think an M134 should come stock to everyone that plays SnowRunner. You know, I could go straight up the hill. You know, to save time, I'm gonna go straight up the hill. I kind of want to bend this line over a little bit so I hit the road there, and then I go around the corner. only thing is, I don't want to get too arrogant about this. Put the thing over on its head, because it is a bitch to put back right. It really is. It's an absolutely beautiful machine until you get it upside down. And it's aggravating as hell to put it back upright. Here we are. Boom. Just like that. Bash the trees down, climb the hill. We are here. Print screen. Launch observation. Beautiful map. Another job to do over there. There's the bridge that's out. Irony is right down at the bottom of the hill. I think we'll go grab Irony and then switch back to the Apache. So all I gotta do is squeeze between these rocks and go down the hillside. There's a mark for Irony. Oops. That button. I'm telling you, man, too many buttons. Is that where I'm supposed to be going? Yeah. I just need to turn this way. So it climbs right over the edge of that big cliff. I need it straight down the hill. Oh, but stop. I saw a photo opportunity. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful thing? Get one over this way. Okay. Now we can continue our descent. Look at that, the handbrake holds on the hill. The truck doesn't roll, or the vehicle doesn't roll or wipe out. Show task. Details. Deliver the wood. 3 wooden planks, which are laying on the ground over there, it looks like. Where it says felling. Hey, this one's in English too. Storia Dimka was all Russian. I can read this. Yes, it's kind... Hang on a sec. Water. Dry mouth. Yes, it's kind of an irony of life. We cut a lot of wood here and delivered it to the sawmill. But now we need some of the wood for ourselves to build a new campsite. Can you get us the wood from the sawmill? I can do that. You betcha. As soon as I get a truck up here to haul it with. Now I think I'll, let's see. That wood pile was right behind me. Past it. Here's what appears to be the spot that you deliver it. But I don't think it's this wood that you have to deliver. I think you have to go get wood from the sawmill. The irony is they sent all the wood they cut to the sawmill, but now they need some, and they sent it all over there. So we have 2 jobs for wood from the farm now. Stop engine, and we can't do any of those. And well, we could do the tasks. We can't do any contracts until we finish our journey with the Apache. And I think as much as I hate to, I think I'm going to bypass the Tega for now. What have I got left? 15 minutes? Okay, I'll go see what I can do with the Tega. I have to switch to this vehicle. And I can't. Oh, God. Problem with modded maps. One time it'll have just the number up there, another time it'll say Meteor. It depends. If you're just returning to main menu and logging back in, it'll say Meteor. If you're starting fresh after completely logging out of the game, then it'll have just the 6-digit numerical designation. Now I should be able to switch to the Apache. There we are. See? I mentioned that when I couldn't switch to the Chevrolet. I mentioned that's a problem. I think I can get up to about here and then just go down the hill. I might have to go this way a little bit. Or maybe this way. I'll figure that out when I get there. Looks like there's a drilling site there. There's a couple drilling sites and there's a pier. Oh man. There isn't enough time in an episode. I wonder if I could. This is not the M134 now. But I wonder if I could shortcut it right down that little gorge there. Fuck yeah. I'm gonna go for it. After I stop and do this. Okay. Down the hill we go. See, you can control your descent. Whoa. Well, one way or the other, hill. See if I can fire its wheels. uh, Mid-roll, I hit full power, and it fired up and got on its wheels. Oh, but I think we're fucked now. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on. You know what? Repair. Now maybe it'll move better. Sure. Look at that crack it's crawling. See if I can get it to crawl up to the other side. See, this doesn't look nothing like the map made it. This is freaking wild. Why is my headset? Hello. Okay. You know what I think that is? I think that's radiation. I think we found the Meteor crater. And that's radiation from the meteor. I was thinking my audio was messing up. Too bad they don't give us a Geiger counter reading or something. I think we're in the meteor crater. And I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this Tega until we find the job for it, unfortunately. We wasted all this time coming down here. I think this is something we need to do later when we have a job for it. You have reached rank 2 and you've discovered a new truck. Perhaps I'm wrong. Let's back up away from it a little bit. Actually, let's throw a tow line on it. I know I'm not at the perfect angle to throw a tow line on it, but I can kind of steer around. Yeah, see, that's the problem with the Apache. It just doesn't have the balls to pull something like that out of the lake. The M134 would do it. I'm too far away. Oh, now I have to close functions. Look at the big drill rig trailer down there. We're going to have to get that out of here somewhere. At some point we're going to have to get that out of this crater. You know, I'm going to try something. Can I just drive that fucker out of here? It is a Tega after all. Oh, look at that. Fucking around trying to pull it out. Just drive the damn thing out. Outstanding. There we go. Tega and Apache. Apache that wouldn't pull it out, but Tega drove out. I could do the garage thing on the Tega, but we're at 55 minutes. Stop binging. There was a job for 2 lumber. It's not that far away. I'm trying to get to that dang other thing, and I keep getting sidetracked by all the wonderful things to do. Delete all this. There is a road out of here. Couple roads out of here. We don't have that job activated anymore for some reason. I know I was looking at other jobs, but I never activated any of them. If we go up this road, I think we can get out that way. Or we could go all the way around, past those plants and stuff, those piers and everything. We'll save that for a future video and just try to finally get to our destination. Cool Tega. Love it. I'm waiting to see what I can do in the garage with it. Or use garage on the tools menu. See? Getting off the road because I'm fucking around. Trying to multitask with half a brain. I joke about it, but you know, if I couldn't joke about it, I don't know, curl up in the corner and never come out. I have 2 children to think about. 12 and 15. 12 years old. To have a 12-year-old boy and a 15-year-old girl. And I'm 56 years old. So despite losing my mind, I have to think about the kids. I can't just give up and crawl into a corner. And doing stuff like this actually helps keep my mind active. Despite that parts of my brain are dead. How the hell do we get out of here on this road? I keep going and going and going. I'm going to put it in low plus. I think I'll do a little better. I should probably look at the map. Oh, I remember this part on the map. This little snail trail past where they're holding the wall back with concrete slabs to control the rock slides and keep the dirt from caving in. And then a little bridge. Oh, that's perfect. That's a picture. Can't really get exactly what I want, but because the hillside changes the view. Oh, but that's right on the money there. The one before that had some of the stuff down in the bottom on it. I'm gonna, I have a Discord channel. And I have about 800 pictures. I have about probably 600 to 800 screenshots I could put up on my Discord and do a link to the Discord. It's just that I'm not real confident about how to do that stuff. I think I know how. But to do a bulk of them like that, that's a different story than adding one at a time. I know we're going to be over our hour, but dang it, I'm determined to get to that place on the map. And speaking of map, I haven't looked at it for a while. This has taken us completely the wrong direction, and there's no way to go up. That looks real good. This looks like kind of a partial ramp. But I didn't notice any kind of turnoff as I was going by that. Let's see if we can get rid of that flag off the Apache. I'm thinking try to just go straight up this hillside. Otherwise we're just going to keep circling the wrong direction at 1 mile an hour. No, can't go up that hillside. That's just plain too fucking steep. Forget that idea. Well, maybe. There is kind of a trench there. No, not in this truck. That would be a tough climb for the M134. I think that, I think that's something that'd be impossible for the M134. But I see more gradual slopes coming up ahead of us. And more bridges and a pipeline. Screenshot. That's why I have like 800 of them. Oh, bridge out. Well, ain't that a pisser? Ain't that a pisser? Put it back in automatic so I can have reverse without shifting gears. Reverse and forward without shifting gears. You know what? We can turn off before we get to the bridge and go up right there. Fuck yeah. While I have this opportunity. Okay. I know, I'm over my hour already, And every time I stop to take pictures, it just adds up more time. But I think this is the spot, but I can't see it anymore. Yeah, there it is. Start about there. Probably have to do low range. No, I didn't want you to walk over to the right. I want you over here. Straight up low range. Let's try low plus. We have to get over these rocks somehow. What if I got a rolling start if I could do high range? I think that would probably just tip me over. Trying to go that fast. Trying to do it with... Trying to just Rambo it with speed. I think would just flip it. This is working. We got around that rock. See if I can keep it under control with one hand while I drink with the other. Oh, I needed that. I'll try and keep the burp quiet. Alright, well, find your new truck says go this way. And now I'm straight on. But I need to see what I'm about to run over the top of. Okay. Now that I've scoped it out, is that a broken piece of pipeline down there? Where there should be a road going under it? I think I'll go back to automatic for this. Low is just holding me up. This would be a lot better truck with some more snort under the hood. And some more grip on the tires. You know, the grip on the tires might not even matter if you had some more snort under the hood. Because it is getting along, you know. But, one, it doesn't have enough mass to pull out a big truck like that Tega. To tow a big truck like that Tega. It's just too light. It's like the lightest vehicle in the game, except for maybe the M134. In fact, it's so light on a Mandra, when you we can go under the pipeline here. Actually, I'm gonna back up and go under the pipeline on this one back here. I saw a test on a Mandra where the dude was driving his Apache up and down the ice that is supposed to break, and all it does is leave tire marks in it. You don't fall through. Here's another truck. Stage completed. And there's another truck here with the service repair parts on it that we need, I bet. There's a scout trailer there too. Right now it's saying use the scout trailer. But it also says deliver the truck and its cargo. Cool place. Cool looking sky. Alright, this is where we'll end it. I think I'm going to drive up here and see if I can discover the truck. Yes. Voron D. New truck discovered, new trailer discovered. And now I can do the other jobs. Print screen. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.